Dr. Heather Tucker here, and welcome to another episode of Taste and See Thursdays. We're in this amazing series on increasing your cash flow. And I've been sharing with you over the last couple of weeks an acronym for the word cash flow, right? Why is this something that's important as an entrepreneur? Is because we are called for abundance, for prosperity, and for exponential receiving. And it is possible to work smarter, not harder, stress less, strengthen your relationships, and lead with much more energy, ease, and momentum. And one of the biggest stressors that is plaguing entrepreneurs today is this difficulty in getting clients as well as cash flow, receiving exponentially. And we're going to stop all of that. We want to be able to break free from that because you are called for amazing abundance and prosperity. The more that you can receive, the more that you can be able to give, the more that your message and your uniqueness gets expanded and connected to the right people. So today, definitely if you want to listen to all the previous acronyms, go back and listen to the previous series. Today, I want to talk with you about the L in the part of the word flow, and that is love. Man, all of these are my favorite. I keep saying they're my favorite, but this one is so good. Okay. That's why I got aloha. Love unconditionally. Love unconditionally. That's really what even aloha means. It means more than just hello, goodbye, I love you. It means truthfulness. It means light. It means unity. It means patient perseverance on the path. It means really being able to love all of these pieces and places and things of you and people as well, and how to be able to see everything through the eyes of love. It's just funny because the scripture that I have that's going to support us in this conversation today is 1 Corinthians 16:14. And it says, let all that you do be done in love. I actually have this scripture in my kitchen that I look at oftentimes when I'm cooking, or it's just there. And it's so important because the energy behind all of your doing gets trickled into everything that you do. Let me repeat that. The energy that you have behind the actions that you're taking, we talked about amazing inspired actions earlier in this series, gets trickled into everything that you do. What does that mean? If you're operating with a heavy heart or overwhelmed mind, or there's lack of clarity or confusion, all of that gets trickled in because your energy, your emotions are energy in motion. Your thoughts even have energy. It gets trickled into the final product and the outcome. This is why we want to really be able to break free from all of those heavy, dense emotions and really step in and stand firm at where in the heavy, dense emotions, there's contraction, there's restriction, right? In the higher emotions of love and joy and peace and kindness and all that is expanded energy, and you're actually able to be more in the flow. This is not magic or anything like that. This is simply just the law of how things work, because your vibe will attract your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So if your vibe is like, oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing, then you're going to attract that versus, oh my goodness, I know exactly what I'm doing, how I am, how am I being? It goes back to that question, how do you want to be while you're doing it? So let all that you do be done from this love and aloha place. And that actually will naturally increase your cash flow in the most aloha way possible. Okay, the other scripture that I want to share with you about love was just so good is 1 John 4:8. And it says, who does not love does not know God, because God is love. Oh my goodness, that one is so good. Let me repeat that. Who does not know love does not know God, because God is love. This is one of the things I hear so much about church hurt, or, you know, heart wounds, and how sometimes miscommunications and all of these situations, they can cause a damage to our heart as well as to our love. But we don't want to hold on to these things. We really want to be able to process them, learn the lessons, heal them, make them light, so we can stay in that expandedness of unconditional love. where we can see other people through the way that God sees them, and we can see ourselves through the way that God sees us. And then also you can be aloha your business and see your business and your calling and your service the way that God sees it as well. This creates alignment. So, my question for you that I want you to put in the comments below is, what area of life, or even what piece of life or business, is calling for more love, more aloha, right? How to be able to be the aloha? Because when you change the way that you are and how you're operating, then everything else shifts around you. And it's about being able to co-create with God. Especially for those creative, all of you who are creatives, it's about the co-creation with God. Like I said earlier in the series, you do your part, God does his. And this creates easy increase of abundance and cash flow and love. And that's what you're called for. And guess what? You 100% deserve it. So owning your kingdom and queendom with unconditional love, love unconditionally, will definitely, as a natural byproduct, increase your cash flow. So sharing is caring. Make sure if you received and appreciated this message, go ahead else and give it to someone else, the gift of increasing their confidence and cash flow. And also make sure that you put your biggest takeaway in the chat so far, because we love to be able to hear your wisdom too. Look forward to seeing you again for the next episode, which is on the O of flow, and have an amazing rest of the day. Peace.